welcome. Thank you for joining me at What Else? Maria loves to talk. And what I'm talking about, you guys, crime on a dime. Yes, I have no perfumes today, but I have ordered a big haul. I will probably have it maybe closer to Christmas. Talking about Christmas, you guys and gals, I cannot believe Christmas will be here in 3 weeks. It just seemed like yesterday was Halloween. It seems just like yesterday it was July the 4th, and wow. So hey, what am I talking about? I have 5 stories I was trying to squeeze in, and it just will be a continuation. More catfish, not catfish cops, catfish pastors, women going missing, husband, boyfriend, possible suspect, I don't know. But hey, get you some snacks, come on back, click like and subscribe, and let's get into this. Okay, so the first one, I shouldn't say bad kids, but kids with bad behavior. Kids who do not want to listen to mommy and daddy. Even some of these kids are coming from 2-parent household, because I know people used to say, it's just those kids that don't have a daddy in the home. It's just those kids who live in a certain neighborhood. Not anymore. It's everybody, you guys. Everybody. Even the pastor's kids are cutting up. So here, this one, I'll start first with this young man who was given a little pat. Then he went back, got into some more trouble. So this young man has a little baby face, squeaky clean looking, cute little kid, but he bad. Caden Smith, 16-year-old, charged in October triple murder or deletion on Indy South Side. And this is from December 2021. And he's back in trouble again December 2022. So this is what this little joker did. A 16-year-old is facing a slew of charges, including murder and dangerous possession of machine gun. 16, where you get a machine gun from? In the deletion of 2 men and a teenager who were found deleted in a wooded area on Indianapolis South Side in October. So this happened October last year. Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears announced the charges Friday and added the 16-year-old identified as Caden Smith is being charged as an adult. I don't know if that's helping, because we've been seeing kids 14, 15 charged as an adult, and they still committing crimes. So I don't know. On October the 12th, the bodies of 17-year-old Abdullah Mubarak, 18-year-old Joseph Thomas, 22-year-old Michael James were found on the 4000 block of South Meridian Street. MCPO says Smith was identified as a suspect through communication with the victims prior to their deletion. So this is what he's been charged with after they found some weapons at his home. Smith is facing the following charges: felony murder, 3 counts, felony robbery resulting from serious bodily injury, 3 counts, felony dangerous possession of a machine gun. Wow, where's this kid getting this stuff from? Misdemeanor dangerous possession of a firearm, methamphetamine, I don't know if I'm saying it right, misdemeanor resisting law enforcement, misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Okay, so they sent his little butt home to mommy and daddy with an ankle monitor. Okay, these people still out here with ankle monitors, still committing crimes, still getting people Cadillac converters, still stealing cars, still robbing mama and papa at the bank. Okay, so here it says Caden Smith, this is this year, December. Caden Smith was arrested on his birthday at a home where police claim they also found more guns, drugs, and ammunition. So this is dated December 1st. So on Wednesday, a Marion County judge ruled that Caden Smith will remain in jail with no bond ahead of his trial. Smith is charged with the killing of Michael James, Abdullah Mubarak, Joseph Thomas on 2 separate days. This boy was busy. October 2021. Last month, a judge said detectives violated. A judge said this? Last month, a judge said detectives violated Smith's Fourth Amendment right during a search warrant resulting in key evidence being thrown out in the case. Smith was then released with a GPS ankle monitor and wasn't allowed to leave the state. It seems to be a lot of bias and favoritism to me, because anybody else, it seemed like that wouldn't have happened. Okay, so here they're saying, according to court documents, investigators say they found snapshot photos of Smith with gun and drugs. The 18-year-old was arrested on his birthday at a home where police claim they also found more guns. He is charged with dealing marijuana, visiting a common nuisance, invasion of privacy, and violating his pretrial release conditions. We did not want Caden Smith released because, once again, we are back here having another conversation about this kid and his crime, said Gladys Larson, the mother of Michael James Jr. Okay, so they put him back behind bars. Okay, good. So back in October, the prosecutor filed an appeal after the judge's ruling threw out the evidence. Smith's next hearing is scheduled to January the 11th. It's a lot of favoritism. He's just doing it up. He is doing it up on Snapchat, and I have to ask, where is mama and daddy? Where's the parents at? Parents, you need to be in your children's room. I'm tired of hearing people say, "Oh, I don't go in my kid's room. I don't go in my kid's room. I'll let them have their privacy." Okay, moving on to the next story. Let me stop yapping. This one here is really sad. This lady is another young lady named Hammonds. Not Hammonds, I'm sorry. A Kentucky woman was lured to her death by someone who she thought she could trust. 20-year-old Chloe Randolph was in the midst of a divorce when her soon-to-be ex-husband took matters into his own hands, and he's young too. 2021, y'all kids. I'm not gonna say. First, I had told someone I think that's too young to get married, but hey, as my granny used to say, if you're doing things that married people do, then yeah, you should get married. Chloe had the world at her fingertips. This is from, I think, Crime Daily. In August 2016, she had recently graduated high school, advanced diploma classes at Henderson Community College. Her plans was to be a hospice nurse. In the spring of 2017, she met student Muhammad Gabriel at Bacador, and the pair appeared to fall in love quickly. Her father, Jay Randolph, met Gabriel about 3 weeks after, and he and Chloe began dating. He found the young man to be respectful of his daughter, so the daddy approved. July 2017, Chloe and Gabriel moved into a duplex apartment. A few weeks later, the pair married at City Hall. Just a month later, she announced she's pregnant. I'm sorry, they're moving too fast. You're moving too fast. This is my personal opinion, and I've heard other women say it, especially the older grannies. Babies can make or break a relationship. A lot of people think, oh, we're going to hurry and get pregnant. I'm hurrying and get pregnant. That's going to keep him with me. He's not going to go anywhere. It's going to improve the marriage. Marriage looks like it's going down the hill. Get pregnant again, think it's going to hold. It can make or break a marriage, okay? Just saying. Especially if it isn't strong to begin with, and y'all have not sat down and talk these things out. Okay, so she was concerned about her father, with how he would take the news. But Jay was elated to be a grandfather. His daughter's husband, however, was not. As the pregnancy progressed, Gabriel refused to take her to doctor's appointments. That's a sign. He was uninterested and disengaged in Chloe's pregnancy. The stepmother planned to be with her for the C-section, June 13, 2018. At the last moment, Gabriel showed up at the hospital and wanted to see his son, who the family nicknamed Slim. Why you name that baby Slim? Why you name that baby Slim? Okay, any hope that Gabriel had changed his mind was quickly lost when he informed Chloe's stepmom that she needed to take Chloe and the baby home with her so he could sleep. His sleep would not be interrupted. He told that you just had your And as Granny used to say, when a woman is pregnant or having a baby, you got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on earth. And as you have been seeing, women have been passing, deleting, or dying after childbirth. Okay. So 1 week later, Gabriel packed his things and moved into his sister's apartment. He filed for divorce in October, demanding full custody of the baby and wanted $500 a week child support. That's the new thing with these guys these days. Not all you guys, because we have some really good men, good fathers, good quality men out here. The young mother, however, would not give up her son without a fight. Lawyers were involved and the meetings were scheduled for March of 2018. Chloe reluctantly agreed, but Gabriel called her within an hour. He wanted his son. Okay, so she fell into being trusting of him. So make a long story short, I'm gonna just fast forward it. She went to go retrieve her son after she didn't hear from him, and he deleted her. He also had a friend named Isaac to come to the apartment, and they packed the little boy up, the baby, and they drove off, and they were caught like 1,200 miles in another state. Why, if I'm your friend, I don't care what kind of friend we are, if I go to your house and I see something that's out of ordinary, like your wife is down on the floor needing help, I'm gonna call 911 or the police. I'm not gonna get in a car with you and drive. I viewed a friend named Isaac. All he could speak was Swahili. I guess he's from his home country. I'm not sure. They didn't say this guy was Somali or Ethiopian. So here, moving forward, when they caught him, he was trying to blame it on Isaac. He said it was Isaac did it. He said that she attacked him with a hammer. He was trying to fight her back, blah, blah, blah. So here, fast forward to, this is from, last year, September 21. Okay, and this is from, and I'm not speculating, this is from News 14. So here it says, Chloe Randolph's killer sentenced in Henderson. A Henderson man has been sentenced for the deletion of his estranged wife. Muhammad Abidukar, I know I'm butchering that name, was sentenced Thursday to 20 years in prison. Authorities say he admitted to deleting 20-year-old Chloe in 2019. 20 years will never be enough for her death. Christy Randolph, the mother of the deceased, said she didn't deserve what she got that day. She was 20 years old, and she at that time had a 9-month-old baby. Okay, the woman was 20, so y'all thought y'all was doing something by giving him 20 years? He should have got life. He's like 20, 21, so he gonna be about 40 something or 45 when he get out. He gonna still be able to get out there and get with some women or get somebody else pregnant, probably delete somebody again. I don't understand that. Unfortunately, that's what that sentence in Kentucky carries, and we're just hoping that going forward, we can change that for the future victims. Her body was found in his apartment in a closet, and he was later arrested in Arkansas. So he ran away from Kentucky and went to Arkansas. 2 years and 6 months we've been waiting. That's a slap in the face to a family, to me. Jay Randolph said when asked about his daughter's murder, that's a little too long for a murder trial. What happened today needed to happen for my family, for close friends, and for the community. Chloe's parents have worked to make a change in domestic violence in the community, so they started an organization. The family has pushed for the Chloe Randolph bill, which is now law in Kentucky. Okay. It brings changes to Kentucky burial rights in cases where the spouse is a suspect in the death investigation. I don't know. I guess the parents raising her baby. Chloe's mom spoke at Thursday hearing. She made powerful statements about her daughter and the person she was, and also the 3-year-old son. I don't know. It seems like that would be difficult to raise your your grandbaby, knowing that it's a part of the man or the person who deleted your child or deleted your son, and you're raising in the, I don't know. Let me stop the yapping. That's just my personal opinion. Moving on. This one here is from Durham, North Carolina. Durham pastor makes court appearance on S, and I'll put an asterisk, S, and I'll put a little period, and then X. And y'all know what I'm talking about in case there's kids out there. Charges involving a teen. So this is from Fox 11 News, ABC. Again, like I said, be these nice looking ones. Also, in the other story, that guy was nice looking as well. Durham pastor David Keandre Dixon is currently being held at a Durham County Detention Center on 4 charges of statutory S offense with a child and 1 charge of indecent liberties with a child. I don't know really what that means unless he was exposing himself. Nice looking guy. I would have never suspected that for him. And then again, what is the saying? Innocent until proven guilty. The alleged offense happened on October the 1st of this year and involved a 13-year-old child. According to warrants obtained by ABC 11, it's not specified if the victim is a boy or a girl. The warrants also do not indicate in detail what Dixon is specifically alleged of doing. This is a news station. They're not on their job because I just saw it on The Cut. I think that's the name of the little gossip site. And they had the actual order showing everything that this man supposedly did. And I thought I saw something that went back to 2009. However, the statutory offenses alleges Dixon unlawfully, willfully, and feloniously engaged in S act with a person at the time of the offense. According to Facebook, Dixon is a pastor at Kingdom City Life Empowerment Church in Durham and regularly hosts his Facebook Live Bible study sessions. Now, y'all getting me mad. I know y'all from North Carolina, but come on. Bible's supposed to be capitalized, at least a B. So here it goes on. Family members were present in the courtroom for Dixon's appearance. My son is a good role model for a lot of people, said Dixon's mother to Judge Amanda Maris. I need to get that little picture of Nene Leakes where she has her eyes kind of like rolling. Okay. He's grown up in the church all his life and helped so many people. He's a giver. He loves friends and family, and he does everything he can. I can see her, I can hear her right now saying that. So somebody here named Dewan Holger tweeted out, the mom of Durham pastor David Dixon asked the judge for a bond reduction on her son's behalf after he was charged with 4 felony statutory offenses and indecent liberties. My son is a good role model for a lot of people, she said. He preaches, he teaches, he sings. He's a person that everybody loves. I'm asking you to please reduce his bail. That's what his mama is saying. And, you know, that's what you would expect from a parent or mother. Based on the information presented, the judge Maris reduced the $10 million bond to $1 million. I'm not siding with the mom, but $10 million? You put people that done what that Rittenhouse boy did. I shouldn't call him boy, Rittenhouse guy, when he shot those 3 guys in the middle of the street during those protests. When that man, but they didn't get him, when he got all those people that at Jason Aldean's concert. This guy, he didn't, what he did was wrong if he did it, but a $10 million bond. I've seen these predators messing with little toddlers in diapers. They give them $50,000 bond. In one case, it was a guy, I have to find it, he didn't even go to jail. So yeah, this is a way too excessive. The Victory Christian International Fellowship of Churches released a statement in response to Dixon. So here they're saying, on December the 1st, 2022, Victory Christian International, along with the Apostolic Council, were made aware of the allegations and pending legal actions and in progress concerning bishops. So now they're saying he a bishop, which is a bishop or pastor, Bishop David Keandre Dixon. Due to his ongoing legal matter and in accordance with our Constitution bylaws, he has been removed from all official capacities. We will continue to keep all parties involved in prayer. Currently, we have no further statements. Now, what I saw when I went on their page, I went on someone's page, and it showed a picture of him baptized in a heavy-set young dude. And then I looked in another picture, and I saw that same dude, a young man, and the young man made the comment, and I will post it, he's always been like that. And then someone posted that they known him years ago, and he was always like that. I don't know what that means. He was always like that or different. Okay, so I'm not understanding how mama didn't know or didn't question and I don't understand why they didn't mention who it was, because in the post someone said it's a boy. New York Times, 3 pastors, I wouldn't say they nice looking, but they look, decent, charged with trafficking of children in Ohio. From Cordell Jenkins, Kenneth Butler, that's such a common name, Anthony J. Haynes, have been accused of assaulting teenage girls. 3 pastors accused of exploiting and abusing teenage girls were indicted this week on federal child trafficking. Toledo, Ohio. The men, Kenneth Butler, 37, Anthony J. Haynes, 38, Cordell Jenkins, 47, were charged with conspiracy for child sex trafficking. 11-count indictment. They are accused of sexually assaulting a girl beginning in 2014 when she was 14 through 2017. Some of the abuse thought to have taken place at hotels and at a Greater Life Christian Center, where Mr. Haynes was a pastor and used his telephone to record the acts, the assaults. This poor child, and I'm gonna just say it. Where was the mama? Where was the granny? Where were the women in the church? Ain't nobody realized or looked or thought something was strange? Mr. Haynes gave the girl money and told her not to tell anyone, saying it would ruin his family and his church, according to court documents. He facilitated the victim being abused by several other men, including Mr. Jenkins, who was repeatedly sexually exploiting the girl in his home, in his office at Abundant Life Ministries, at a motel in Toledo. Them some nasty old devils, old creatures from the Black Lagoon. I'm serious. Mr. Jenkins recorded the abuse with his cell phone and paid the girl what she called hush money. He also allegedly abused a second girl in March of this year. Not this year now, y'all. This was in 2017. Mr. Butler, who was a pastor at Kingdom Encounter Family Worship in Detroit, about an hour from Toledo, was also indicted on sexual trafficking charges, including a third girl who was abused between 2015 and March 2017. These are nasty, nasty men. I can't read anymore. I just want to know where these wives are at. So here they're saying a lawyer for Mr. Butler, Adam S. Nightingale, confirmed on Thursday that his client had pleaded not guilty. They always do. Just before he was arrested in October, Mr. Butler posted a video on the church Facebook page introducing himself as Pastor B and saying he wanted to make a public apology. In the video, which has since been removed, he said, "It is never my intention to hurt or displease God, let alone you people." So we see why we have a lot of people who are against church, who won't go to church, who don't trust pastors because of these type of dudes. I'm going to end it here and tell you a quick story, and I will pick up with some more of these family friend. Well, we're not friends anymore. Y'all know me. I keep the friends on this one hand. We used to have like 10 hands up. That's how many friends. Went down to this. So this friend, she also worked for the state with me, and then she left. Okay, boo-boo. She left to work for another state agency with kids, disabled people, people with mental issues, blah, 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 blah. And basically with that type of job, anytime you see something wrong or see somebody being abused, you kind of make a contract like a doctor. It's your responsibility to report it. So she calls me up one day and she says, girl, I went into my pastor's office to get something because we was in choir practice. I don't remember. I think she either was going to a church either in Baytown or Galveston or somewhere in that area, and her husband had a good job. He was a supervisor at the post office. She had a good job. She had moved up as a supervisor working for this big agency. And she said she saw a girl, a preteen, sitting on the pastor's lap while he was sitting at his desk. And when she opened that door and walked in, the little girl heard and jumped off of him in between his legs, and he started fixing his clothes and like, what you doing here, Sister So? I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say Sister P. What you doing here, Sister P? I thought you was gone, and shucking and jiving and like giggling. And she said she knew right off what was going on, and so she's asking me, what should I do? What should I do? I said, what? You know what you should do. You need to report him, and you should out him to the church. Like when y'all have that stand up, when they say stand up and to testify, and you should tell this child's mother what you saw. You guys, she didn't do it. And the reason she didn't do it because she said that her husband was trying to be a, what you call it? Oh gosh, I can't think of the word. He's trying to be a deacon. And they did not want to have to start all over by going to another church, because this particular pastor was going to sign the papers and help her husband be a deacon or whatever. I didn't know they had to do all that. But basically, she's saying, hey, I'm not going to out the pastor as a pervert. I'm not going to tell this girl's mom that I saw her in that man's office and she was up there humping on his lap or whatever. I'm not going to out him to the church. I'm going to just stay quiet so my husband can get the little paperwork to say he's a deacon. Why am I saying this? Because a lot of this stuff starts off in the church. These kids, girls, boys being molested or turned out how they say. And we have grown-ups who see, but they don't say anything. They keep in their mouth shut for whatever reason. And you need to educate your child and tell your child what to look out for, and to be open where they can come to you freely and say, Mom, Dad, this is what's happened. This is what Pastor so-and-so or the teacher did this to me, or look at me or touch me. You need to have it open where your child can easily feel comfortable to tell you. So again, you guys, y'all know the deal. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, leave me those comments. Tell me, do you know any stories? And stay healthy, happy, and blessed. Thank you.